I've got skills, they don't know where to use me. I'm like the best dressed dude at the nude beach. Nice to meet you. I am more the quiet type, I tend to be a shyer guy. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, June 11th, and we are streaming. Sorry I missed my stream on Wednesday. I was in the zone working on a little piece of paper with all of the new songs written on it. I was in the zone working on the album. So I didn't stream on Wednesday because I didn't want to interrupt what I was doing. But this morning I've just been fulfilling orders from my website, and I got done exactly 4 minutes before the stream started. And so I was like, here's a good time. And then I'll work on the album after this. So, cool. If you've never been to a Bug Hunter stream, I'm Bug. I'm in a band called Bug Hunter. I do these streams. I try and do them twice a week. Lately, that hasn't been true. But trying to get back into it before I then leave for a month to go on tour. But who we got here today? I see Ghosty's here. Magic Milkman is here. Shueisei, Crusher, the Thunder Bands, Peeker's here, Crimson's here, Fred is here, Nick E is here, Coin is here and first as usual. Who else we got? Ali Selka is here, the true Plague Doctor is here, finally. My dad is here, which means my mom is here. And Travis is here, and that's it. Nobody else is here. That's everybody. No, there's a few more. Daniel's here. Charalampos is here. Heavy-handed Panda wants to know what are the chances we get slow burn. 0. Yeah, not today. Cool. So what I do is I normally play a song, and then I do like questions and answers and hang out. So why don't I start with that? Oh, my clock is broken. Yeah. I took the battery out because I was recording, and it ticks because it's a clock. And I'm assuming that y'all don't want random ticks in the back of your in the back of the vocal tracks of some parts of some Bug Hunter songs. So yeah, I took the battery out. I pretty much only put the battery in for streams because I record in this spot. This is my like setup. So yeah, it can't be on when I'm recording. Yeah, maybe it would make my music go viral on TikTok. Okay, anyways, here's a song that I'm gonna play for y'all, and it is called this one has a name, I promise, and it goes like, it has chords, and it goes like hands up if life is getting stressful, and shout if you are saddened by the news. I need some tips to cope, some data or some anecdotes, cause right now nothing's working for my blues. Sometimes I deal by playing music, and sometimes I relax by reading books. Sometimes I go downtown, climb a tree, and don't come down and throw a bunch of pine cones at people. A crowd is formed around my tree, just out of reach, and the police have blocked the street on every side. But no one can climb it, and I think it's cause they know I have a pine cone here for everyone who tries. I yell, I'm gonna live to be 100. I'm gonna see them cure disease. And I'm gonna watch them go to war over the royalty. So if you need me, I'll be in the tree. Yeah, if you need me, I'll be in the tree. There's several cameras pointed up into my tree. It seems the world's concerned with what I might do next. Showing fun cones at photographers from up here in this conifer, like Tarzan getting scouted by the Mets. I'm gonna live to be 1,000. Got robot arms and run on robot feet. Got robot legs and robot head. My robot ass don't know it yet, but I'd be better off back in the tree. So if you need me, I'll be in the tree, 'cause no one's asking what would drive me up this pine. Is it protest? Am I being paid to preach or advertise? No, this non-deciduous decision was all mine. You can show a horse the ropes, but no, you cannot make him climb. And this tree's a makeshift metaphor, and I prefer to think I'm just a stressed out Christmas ornament who needs some space to breathe. And if the camera crews and crowded streets and dozens of police are my endless pressures manifested down below my tree, then this giant stack of pine cones, they are the lame and immature ways I deal with them. But also how satisfying it is to do so to no one when they're not looking. Yeah, I'm gonna live to be 1,000,000, longer than the flowers, birds, and bees. But if I start to come undone, make like a tree and hug someone, yeah, everybody needs a place to breathe. Just recognize when it is time to leave. I'm probably gonna live forever, but should I die, and that may be preferred, take me out and bury me and plant a tree right over me, so I may help someone escape the world. Yeah, I may help someone escape the world. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's Pine Cones. It's a good old song. I haven't played for so long. I feel like I was like 0.2 seconds in front of that song as I was singing it, and I was like, what are the lyrics of this song again? And I'd like get to the next word and be like, I'm not confident, and then it would just like come out. But I did it. Ghosty asking for the most niche song possible wants Worm Rain. If you don't know what Worm Rain is, you are most people. I'm not gonna play it because it doesn't. I don't know it. I just played it into my voice memos as I was reading. There was a very bizarre conversation that happened in my Discord, and I just turned it into a song, word for word. And it only makes sense if you're reading along with it. So, cool. Why don't we do a cozy Q&A? If you have any questions for me, this is a good old time to ask it, because I'm here and I'm live and I'm listening and I'm talking and I'm scooting. We got tour dates. It's kind of hard to see what the U.S. dates are, but it's basically all of July. We have 4 shows that have tickets left, and that's not going to be true for very much longer. Dallas has 12 tickets left. Pittsburgh has 8 tickets left. New York might have the most. I think New York has 50 left. And then St. Louis is, I know it's under 25 because of a thing, but I don't remember exactly how many. So anyways, we're single digits in Pittsburgh, almost single digits in Dallas. So, and then we appropriately sized our venues for the UK. So we're still going strong with space at those. I think all of those shows will get very, 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 very close to full, if not sell out like the day before the show. But we learned from our US tour, and so hopefully I don't have to put the sold out sign on any of our UK shows. Yeah, those are going to be very fun. We have Dublin, which we've never been to before, Liverpool, which we've never been to before, Manchester, which we are returning to, Cardiff, which we've never been to before, Berlin, never been to before, so adding a whole new country to our touring repertoire. And then Southampton, never been to, London, we've done, but had so much fun, wanted to do it again. Newcastle is new, and then Edinburgh. Oh yeah, thank you, Jams. I still haven't changed this, but Liverpool is not on October 26th. It's on October 27th. I was just copying and pasting, and I missed it. Crimson wants to know, all these shows are with the Narcissus Cookbook. Yes. It's the Bug Hunter and the Narcissus Cookbook tour. So, yeah. Every show this year. Well, that may not be true. I might do some solo shows this year. I haven't decided yet. But all of these shows, at least, are with the Narcissus Cookbook. So. Crusher says, unfortunately, don't think I can make the UK tour this time around. Hopefully, you'll tour around here again at some point. Yeah, as long as people keep buying tickets. Yeah, we're doing well. I think Matt and I were like, okay, this will be the second time, or the first time that it'll be the second time that we're like returning to a city as the two of us. So we'll see if people still want to like see us in London when they saw us last year. And preliminary results, at least in the first month of sales, is that people still want to come see us. So as long as that keeps being true, we'll come back. Geneva wants to know, is the Narcissus Cookbook a good cook? I'm trying to think before I put my foot in my mouth. Has Matt cooked me any food before? And I don't think so. Let's see, the first day we landed in Edinburgh, we went and got breakfast at a place, and then we came back, and then I took a nap, and then I ate my leftovers, and then we went to the show, and then the next morning, I think we just got up and drove. We stopped at a supermarket. Yeah, Matt has never cooked me anything, so cannot verify one way or another. Have I cooked for Matt? No, I haven't. But I probably will when we're in Richmond, because we'll be staying at my house. So. What's my favorite kind of chocolate? I mean, milk chocolate, if we're just like talking like generically about chocolate, like milk versus dark or versus like white. But milk, I like milk chocolate. Ladybug likes dark chocolate. She wants like 90% dark chocolate. But I like milk chocolate. I love peanut butter cups. I was doing, obviously like Reese's, but the Trader Joe's peanut butter cups are pretty good. Yeah. Can we have a single word from a song on the new album? Let me find a good one. Da, 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 da. Go into my spreadsheet with all my songs on them. Let me find a good word that doesn't give anything away. Let's see. No, that gives too much away. know if I'm gonna keep that word. I might change that line. No, I probably shouldn't take one from that song. That would give way too much away. Okay, yeah. I say the word. I say the word nitpick. That's a word off the new album. Somebody asked. I gotta scroll up. I saw it. How would you rank 2B2B on the album, referring to Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost? Two Bed, Two Bath is a very strong song. I can't lie. Two Bed, Two Bath. I feel like it's probably in my top 3. Definitely top 5. I don't think I could make a case for Two Bed, Two Bath not being in my top 5 for like personal, just like. But of people who have heard it, it wasn't in the top 5 for many of them. So. Nick says, where does Redacted land, above or below? And I would have no way of knowing that. Because I don't know which song you're referring to. Don't say it if you actually are referring to one in your mind, if you've heard one at a live show. But I've played 1, 2, 3. I think I played 3 of the new songs that aren't Two Bed, Two Bath, and a Ghost at live shows before. So I think that's right. No, 4. I played 4. Oh yeah, Toronto Redacted. That's a top 3 for me for sure. I'm very happy with that song. I'm very happy with the whole album. I've been listening to it this week. I finally have the entire thing. Like, we have all of the components for the album. So in the past month, I've been meeting with Jesse to get the bass parts recorded, kind of 1 or 2 at a time, kind of like every 3 or 4 days. But now I have all the pieces, so now it's just a matter of mixing and little things. Like last night, I was working on the last track on the album and coming up with there's a line in that song that has always kind of bothered me and has not been correct, and I think I came up with what it needs to be last night, and then I was kind of messing with the piano bit about it. Yeah, I've got a few more lines. I wrote I have this little like 3 note cards that have kind of my changes. I'm not going to show them because it has everything on it. But it has just like I listened through last night and was like, okay, the drums at 1 minute 37 seconds are just like a little too loud right now. Bring those down. Little notes like that. So yeah, this album's very fun. It's very strong. I feel like all of the songs they stand on their own 2 feet really well, but then they also kind of come together to make something a little more cohesive between them all. And yeah, I didn't really intend to do that with this album. When I set out to start writing it, I was just like, I'm just gonna write some songs, I'm gonna put them out in the world. But I found a thread and I started pulling it, and it led me to something that I'm very happy with. Two Bed, Two Bath is in good company on this album, for sure. As far as tone and the storytelling aspects, and you know, Too Bad Too Bath is really out there, I think, for compared to a lot of Bug Hunter songs, but it won't feel out there on this album. So Emily wants to know, now that you're close to the end of the process, do you think you have a better idea of when you'll release the album? Yeah, I think August might be doable, but I think I'm just gonna shoot for September. That way I don't rush. I feel like if I rushed, which is hard, if you look at these dates over here, all of July I'm literally gonna be on the road, which is a lot. So like obviously things like, you know, just sitting down and getting all the lyric videos all set for like the premiere, and making sure all the art is correct, and getting things uploaded with plenty of time, and getting singles out ahead of time, and just, you know, the Kickstarter, right? I have like 300 plus shirts that I need to like order and pack, and you know, there's just all this kind of stuff that goes around it, that I can't be not at home when I'm doing that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't, even if it was ready, I wouldn't release it in July, just because I'm not going to be around for any of it. So like if the album was done right at this moment, and if it was done right now, I could theoretically release it in about a month, in the middle of July, theoretically, but I wouldn't. I would hold it until after tour, because there's too much going on, and I want to enjoy the process of releasing the album. So August would be the earliest. I'm going to shoot for September. I don't want it to be October, kind of for the same reason. I'm going to the UK in October, so do I plan to pre-release any singles? Yes, I think I'll probably do 2 singles ahead of the album release, and that is more of, I mean, it's always fun to have singles and put them out, but it's also just, you know, the way things work business-wise, it makes sense to release a few things ahead of time, and keep the hype train rolling. So that's what I did for BTM with, I did Take It Back a year earlier, and then I did Pebbles and Pine Cones going on up to the release. And with this one, I will probably do I did Too Bad Too Bath and a Ghost a year ago, and I'll probably do 2 more songs leading up to the release, maybe with like a 2-week window between everything. So what's funny is I've already decided on one of the singles that we're putting out for the album, and I don't say this to bias anybody. I say this to speak to the strength, I think, of this album, but one of the songs we're releasing as a single is actually like one of my least favorite, and I say least favorite in like a very generous sense of like, I really like the songs on this album, so I think that kind of speaks to the strength of, I feel like one of my least favorite songs on this album is one that I'm going to put out there as like a, check this out, and put a spotlight on it. So Crusher wants to know what's my favorite Bug Hunter songs to play. Recently it's been Too Bad Too Bath. It's just a fun song. It has a bunch of different parts. It has a bunch of different fun moments. For anybody who, there's a lot of like rumors about the album being about Robert and his backstory. I will put those rumors to rest and just say that this album is not an exploration of the character Robert. I think in a similar way that Dear McCracken's ending is compelling, because you don't know what happens, I feel like Robert's backstory is also much more compelling, because of how vague it is. So yeah, I only say that in case people are hoping that this album is Robert the album. It's not. Coin says, will the two singles from this album start with P? Because Take It Back started with a T and Pebbles and Pinecone started with a P, and this one had Tuba, Two Bath and Ghost also starts with a T. Is that even possible? Let me think about it. No, it's not possible. But one of the singles might start with a P. You never know. Sorry, I scrolled up. Everyone's calling me a liar now because I said the album's not going to be Robert the Album. There is going to be a song on the album called Robbin' a Bank, which I've publicly mentioned before. That doesn't start with a P. Magic Milkman, would you be opposed to a fan-made music video to Take It Back? No. I think that's cool. If one of my songs inspires something creative, then I think that's awesome. Pament got me. That's funny. Cool. Why don't I do a song, huh? I stole a cup from my parents. This stream brought to you by Coca-Cola. I just realized they're probably watching me right now and thinking, hey, isn't that our cup? Yeah. I stole a cup last time I was visiting my parents. And now I'm just like taunting them. Okay, why don't I play something? Why am I like weirdly stuffed up? I've been sick for a while, and I thought I was better, and now I'm feeling like weirdly stuffed up. Oh yeah, my parents are visiting me this weekend, and I'm gonna have to hide my cup because I want to keep it because I love big cups. I'm putting my capo on without any idea of what song I want to play, but I've just ruled out almost all of Bigger Than Myself because I don't use a capo on any song on that album except Creature of Habit. Robbing the parents is also very good. But the rough draft, I use a lot of capo. I could do that. I could do that. I could not do that. That doesn't have a capo. This does have a capo. I am going to try to do this song. The song is called Baby Teeth. Finest clothes and packed tight in tiny rows and sing songs that someone wrote to guide us towards the truth. When those words caught inside my mouth, I'd bite my tongue and spit them out, believing tasted great but was impossible to choose. Cause you're God, he clangs on the latitude lines, always at the worst times. When you finally shut your eyes, you're God, he waits with the keys on his side and passes the time, making up the strangest stories for your life. And hopes and stick those in envelopes and send it out with no address. It never will be read, but prayer's good when needing therapy. Focus, heal, and find priority. Don't pretend they have effect when buried in your head. Drum solo and I lost each belief like baby teeth. One by one I pulled them gradually. Most would come out looking clean, but all the rest would bleed. I could listen to the lessons, but my head won't let me hear it and believe. I don't know what happens when we die, but that won't change the way I live my life. And I lost each belief like baby teeth. One by one I pulled them gradually. Most would come out looking clean, but all the rest would bleed. I could listen to the lessons, but my head won't let me hear it and believe. I don't know what happens when we die, and that won't change the way I live my life. All I want before my time is up is a life that made a difference to someone. Thanks, everybody. I forgot the words to that song at the start. Nobody noticed it, and I just kept playing the intro until I remembered them. I couldn't get the second verse out of my head. It's the write down your fears and hopes. I was like, it's not that. I'm not going to start in the middle of the song. What is it? And it's we'd wear our finest clothes, pack tight in tiny rows, and sing songs that someone wrote to guide us towards the truth. And then I think I sang the wrong words. What did I sing? I definitely sang. There's two versions of Baby Teeth. One that exists. It's Schrodinger's Baby Teeth every time I play the song. Did I play the right lyrics that time? Because I don't believe that I did. I'm pretty sure it's. There's either when those words caught inside my mouth, I'd bite my tongue and spit them out. And then there's, but those words never left my mouth without a bite or taste of doubt. Yeah. I actually don't know which one are the real lyrics. I changed them like at the last moment when recording it, and was just like, all right, cool, new lyrics. But it had been the old one for like 3 years, so. Okay, I sang it right. Cool. Awesome. Why don't we just do like a little bit more Q&A, and then I'll tell you kind of a little bit more about where I'm at with stuff and what I'm working on and what I'm doing. And then I'll play one more song, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll get back to working on the album. Okay, so here's my world right now. My office is a mess. I was recording some ukulele for a song, the last track on the album, 2 days ago, and so the way my office is set up, I have like a nice chair. Like if you notice that, like I'm sitting on like a stool right now, and I can just like swivel around. But it'd be very uncomfortable to sit on this stool all the time. I only use it when I stream, because then there's not like this chair behind me that, I don't know, it blocks the clock and stuff. So I keep the little stool underneath my piano, and I just roll my chair right here. And then, But right now I also have one of my kitchen bar stools from downstairs because I was recording ukulele and I wanted to sit, but I also wanted to reach the microphone that I had, and the microphone that I have is on like the straight pole, and so it was like here, and if I was like sitting here, I would have to like go like this to do it. So I brought a bar stool from upstairs, so I have my stool and then a rolling chair and then a bar stool next to it, and also like my clothes are on the floor for like no reason, I don't know why. And then I have a bunch of, I'm doing the lyric scramble, which if you missed the Kickstarter, there was like a little add-on that someone could get a small snippet of one of the upcoming songs before release, and then there'll be like a Discord room where people can try and put the lyrics together, and like kind of a community effort to like see if they can like figure out the lyrics to the song. And so I had to print out these strips of labels, shipping labels, like return address, and then I have little stickers that have like instructions to put on the back of one that's like, you know, this is for you, and then there's one that's like, sign this copy of it and then mail it back to me in the little pre-stamped envelope, because I want everyone who gets it to get a second copy to mail back to me so I can make a collage of the song with all my like backers signatures on it, which I think would be really neat. But anyways, I have these like 100, like 4 strips of like 100 labels just all over the floor, and I've been getting a lot of gear for the tour this week, so I just have like boxes and just random like guitar stands and stuff all on my floor. So my office is a mess, but I'm in the middle of being very creative and trying to finish this album very strong. So how many guitars do you have, and how long have you had this one? So this is my primary guitar. This is the one that I play and I tour with. How many guitars do I have? I have another one. I definitely have one more. Let's see, I'll take stock of what I have in my room right now. I have an electric guitar hanging on my wall over there, and that I bought off of Craigslist in 2016 because I just wanted an electric guitar to like mess around with sounds. And the first thing I did when I came home with it, I like unpacked it and plugged it in to my stuff, and I started messing with it, and I wrote the riff to It's Alright. And was like, ooh, this whole thing sounds very cool and like electric. And that's why it sounds the way it does, because I was just messing with an electric guitar that I just bought. So that's there. I have a little travel guitar that it's basically, the length of it is basically from here to here. So it takes off like the whole body, and then the headstock, the tuners are actually like in the body of the guitar. Which is, so it's basically, it's very compact. It's as compact of a full-size guitar as possible. I actually used it for this album. I was recording with the electric guitar, but it was giving me just a little bit of a tone that I didn't want. So I was like, let me try this travel guitar, and I plugged it in, and it actually sounded decent. So I have that one. I have a bass guitar that I've had for a very long time. I've had it since I had a house fire when I was in high school, and I think I got it as after the house fire to replace the original bass that I had, and so I've had it since then. So that's been 10, how old am I? 14 years? It's a long time. I didn't use it for this album. Jesse did all the bass on this album. So, and then I have my ukulele, which is normally on this wall, but I was using it, and so it's sitting over there on the ground. Like I said, my office is a mess. Do I have any other guitars? And I have one other acoustic guitar that I keep at my parents' house in Nashville, so that I don't always have to travel with my guitar. I can just have that one there, and I brought it back and forth several times. But so yeah, I think that's the total. 1, 2, 3, 4 ukuleles, 5, 6. I have 6 guitar-y things. One's a bass, one's electric, one's ukulele, but yeah. And then I have the piano, which is not a guitar. You heard it here first. Have you ever tried to play any brass instrument? I have not. I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever like used a saxophone or anything. I know I just got a text message from somebody asking me if I'm going to vote surely GOP, lean GOP, unsure, lean Dem, surely Dem, or I can say stop to end. So get a lot of spam texts, but I got a text from an unknown number. I was like, ooh, maybe it's a music venue that wants to talk. No. Tuba solo on the next album. It's weirdly not crazy far off. Yeah, so the next 3 weeks of my life looks like this. I am like sprinting to kind of get the last little things that I need fixed on this album done, get it all mixed. My parents and my sister are coming to visit this weekend, so I'm taking all that time off. We're gonna go to, maybe might go to Washington D.C., that kind of stuff. So probably not gonna get much done. Though me and my dad do tend to talk about the album and music a lot while we're together. So we'll see. So that's this upcoming weekend, and then after that, there'll be 2 weeks until the tour starts, which a lot of that will be planning for that. I gotta print out all our like travel manifests and touch and base with all the venues and get these last minute waitlisted tickets sent out to the people who are on the wait list, and stuff like that. Pick up the van on the 1st of July, and then we're driving to Nashville, driving to Columbus, and then Matt flies in from Boston, Kyle flies in from San Francisco, Jesse flies in from Seattle. We're all meeting in Columbus, and then we start the tour. And so Kyle and Jesse will be with us all the way through Denver, and then Jesse will be flying back after Denver. Kyle will stay for Dallas and St. Louis, and then I'll be doing the East Coast portion from Pittsburgh back to Nashville. That'll just be me and Matt. So. Heavy Handed Panda says, I assume the new album will be filled with hand pan drums. Well, maybe not hand pan, but definitely hand percussion. Kyle is famous for his cajon work, which you can hear on Too Bad, Too Bad and a Ghost already. Let's see, did we do cajon for any other songs? We definitely recorded it. We definitely recorded cajon in the studio, but it might have been for songs that aren't going to be on this album. No, there's one song, the bridge. The bridge has some cajon. That might be it. The other songs, I think we may have. We are maybe waiting. So, will there be tambourine? So far, no. But tambourine is one of those things that, like, I'm listening to a mix and I'm like, this just needs a little. And then I just add it. So as of right now, there's no tambourine. So I did add some shaker to the bridge of a song yesterday, and I feel like I personally like shaker a little bit more than tambourine. My dad's gonna get his coat cut back. Oh yeah, Fred does ask, does the new album have any new instruments? Yes. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot more ukulele on this album than previous ones. I believe I have like 4 songs that like prominently use my baritone ukulele, which has normally been about 1 song on every album. On Surge, it was When I Am. On Torn Between a Couple, it was Slow Burn. On The Rough Draft, it was Be Glad I Love You. On BTM, it was the first half of Hide and Seek before it transitions into guitar, and then the braggin' lead guitar parts are actually all done on my ukulele. Yeah, this one has 4 songs that I play the ukulele on, so. And We have on this album. There's more backing vocals from people in the band. We recorded a couple of crowd vocals for several moments, including probably my favorite vocal cameo in the world. And the funny thing is when you hear it, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna realize what it is, or even that it's a person. But it makes me laugh every time I hear it, and I'm excited to explain the behind the scenes of this. There's a particular sound on the new album that I cannot wait to share the origin of what this sound is. Cool. Let's do one more song. Let's see. I played Pine Cones. I played Baby Teeth. So let's do something off of Torn Between a Couple. Anyone got any Torn Between a Couple suggestions? Ooh, water just tastes so good out of this cup. It's just so much better out of a stolen cup. Let's end with this one. I still remember the first time I played this song at an open mic at Stoneway Cafe in Seattle. And I was coming off of having a little bit more success. Been playing Who I'm Singing To there for a couple of weeks, which the difference between playing that and playing anything off of Surge of Confidence was enormous. And then I brought this song in, and I was like, all right, I'm starting to get it. Because people really responded well to it. This is kind of the start of it. Sarah, you're the only girl for me. Sarah, you're the only girl for me. It's terrible, unbearable. Oh, Sarah, it's not fair at all. Oh, Sarah, you're the only girl for me. This week, walked in the shop to pick up some lunch and asked the cashier what the hell shawarma was. Her name tag said Amy. I said hello, I'll take number 5 and make that to go. And then changed my mind and maybe I'll stay. And Amy just smiled, gave me my change. I ate in the corner, she took my tray, along with my heart and my breath away. Cause Amy, you're the only girl for me. Amy, you're the only girl for me. Don't blame me, don't restrain me. Oh, hey, I'll say this plainly. Oh, Amy, you're the only girl for me. This week I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me. That's the key to being lonely. So maybe today I'll hop on the bus and ride to my stop and not fall in love with the cutest one, the one with the book instead of her phone like the rest of them. I won't sit by her, I'm not that brave. I'll sit right behind her, out of her way. She won't know I'm there, but when I get home I'll write her a song, and this is how it goes. Oh, bus girl, you're the only girl for me. Bus girl, you're the only girl for me. I trust, girl, you must, girl, of all the girls in the bus world. Oh, bus girl, you're the only girl for me. On the D-line, I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me. That's the key to being lonely. all the shows, I heard all the songs and learned how it goes. And I will be cool, pretend I'm important, get all the girls without lurking for it. I know the truth, not one for boasting, I'm just too cute for them to approach me. If I repeat it, I might believe it. If I repeat it, you might believe it. I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me. That's the key to being lonely. Thanks, everybody. That was my third song, so appreciate y'all for hanging out on a Sunday, joining, wanting to spend some time together. I normally would plug my handwritten postcard of the day, but it sold at like 10:05 this morning, like 5 minutes after it was put up. So I'm doing a thing now for anybody who wants the full handwritten lyrics to any song. I do a handwritten lyric sheet of the week. So because I was kind of getting occasionally I would get like 3 at a time, and they take a little while, and my hand cramps, and then I get none for a little bit. I was like, let me just make it more consistent. I do one a week, and it goes up for sale again Monday at like 10 a.m. And then, I did the one for this week. Somebody snagged the first edition of It's Alright, which I number all of them based on like the order that they come in. And I had never done an It's Alright one before. And so someone snagged the very first edition of It's Alright this week, which is cool. I think there's only like 4 left that I haven't ever done. I think it's Who I'm Singing To, Echoes, $ Sax, Gulf Coast. There might be one more. Maybe Try My Best. Might be 5. Everything else has at least a first edition, and then all of the first editions for the new album have already been pre-purchased via the Kickstarter. So, cool. I think that's it. I'm gonna go eat a pancake because I'm hungry and it's lunchtime. And then I will be, will I be back Wednesday? I could be. It's very possible. So yeah, I'll probably be back on Wednesday evening, unless I'm really in the zone on the album again, in which case I won't be, but it'll be for a good reason. So cool. I think that's it for me. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Join our Discord. It's a good Discord. It's where you hear about things, and sometimes I will put in songs where I just sing the things that people are saying in the Discord, and just put them in the chat, and songs written by AI, which are very good and way better than anything I've ever written. So rad. Yeah, that's it. Everybody have a great rest of your day.